Welcome back to the show. We've been talking with Scott Farmer, Athletic Director of the Raging Cajuns, the UL Lafayette. And we've been grilling some mock shoe. And you notice I said we're grilling some mock shoe?
Yeah.
What you think of that?
We need to stop here, and you need to tell me about grilling mock shoe. I'm lost here. I really am.
Well, this is a pit that my daddy made for my grandfather, Percy. And over the years, we've elaborated on it. And one of the things that we've come out with is, you know, if we put a pot directly over the coals, I wonder if we could cook dishes like you cook in your kitchen on the grill. And so we came out with this about 15 years ago, and it's just incredible. Now, if you notice, Scott, it's a charcoal grill. I'm gonna lift it up so you can see. That's lump char wood, and lump char wood has searing temperatures of around 1200 degrees. So depending on how, like turning your stove up or down, high or low, it's the same thing. I have an adjustable cold tray where I can stop here, I can drop it down midway, which is like a medium, or I can, if I want to simmer, I can drop it to right there. And
So what are you cooking at about now, roughly, temperature-wise?
you know, it'd be like a low setting on your stove. If I had liquid in there, you'd actually see it bubbling like you do when you're simmering something on the thing, on the pot. Now, this recipe is like, it goes back years, and it's an old family recipe. And my dad had a good friend, Uncle Howard, and he kind of tweaked it a bit. So it was pretty much how my dad did it, but my Uncle Howard liked to put the whipping cream. And everybody that I cook it for really freak out. They love it. So we're gonna add the whipping cream, and if people like you or anybody else out there wants the recipe, it's not a secret. It's just an old family recipe. We'd share it with you. They'll be posting it on their website. Right. So come back and check on that. But while we're talking about the cooking and this and that, you talked a little bit about, you know, some of your college days. But okay, this season, if you were to predict, I hate to put you on the spot, but if you were to predict, you know, a lot of the newspapers and the sports writers are predicting that we win the Sun Belt. Is that something you predict?
Let me just say this. I learned a long, long time ago in my profession, I don't go on record with any predictions. Okay? Just don't do that.
That's a smart move. You running for political office?
I learned this a long time ago. I think we have a good football team. But, you know, I believe in our athletes. I believe in our coaches. And I just hope that we're back in a bowl game just like we have been the last 2 years.
Well, when you put in the hard work, good things happen. And that's evident. They've been putting in a lot of good work. They've been able to stay healthy. And that's another good thing, knock on wood.
Yep.
And but I know we're going to be doing pretty good right here in a little while. We're going to add the whipping cream. We got some chicken bites. It's like chicken breast meat with cream cheese, jalapeno wrapped in bacon. And, you know, tailgating's a big thing. I mean, people go to the game to tailgate, and while they're there, they go to the game. So you really probably encourage people to get to the tailgating spot, whether you're tailgating or you're going to meet some friends that are tailgating. That's still a big part of UL, right?
You know, I really believe we have one of the best tailgating atmospheres in the country at all levels. You know, I know we had some lean years here. You sat through in the stands.
I've been through a lot of lean years, Scott.
But during those lean years, it was like the fans were out there perfecting the tailgating. I really believe that for years and years and years, such as this right here. So now we have a product in the stadium as good as our product outside the stadium.
Right. Yeah. Well, the mock shoe is kind of like the Raging Cajuns. It's one of them things that we've perfected over the years. And, you know, the black iron pot and the Cajun grill, and there's so many other products that are out there that people can cook on. We just find that this is a very unique way of cooking. And anything that you can cook in a pot, not just the mock shoe. I mean, we've cooked gumbo from scratch. I don't mean buying the jar of roux. I'm talking about using the pot to do the actual roux. And while you're doing the roux, you can smoke chicken and stuff. But the mock shoe is the good stuff.
You know, I believe, if I may be wrong here, but you cooked this for ESPN.
I did, and
right?
they put it on ESPN.com, and the guy asked me, what would you rather be cooking or in the game watching the game? And I said, well, that's an unfair question. You know, I can't make up my mind. He said, you already have. You're still out here, and the game started 30 seconds ago. So, you know, I love food, I love football, and it's all about Louisiana and Southern. That's how we roll.
Right.
I mean, you've been here for how many years?
6 years.
6 years. And so you know it's part of how we do things. So stay tuned. We're going to have some more stuff on the grill. We're going to be wrapping it up, and we're glad you stayed. And I hope you learned a little bit more about Scott and the athletic department and the RCF. So stick around.